baby. Ah, on pen on wasem. Ah, so I need the man pen on wasem. Me want Dr. Schumacher, but me friend Dr. Z. Dr. Z. Ono I say we broni kakra but emfa and I say filter ma omo so so na omo meta on be so. And I me sister ni di no, just me be this God dia. God dia Nyankopon God and dia. Nya no. Omo nyina
God dia.
Ah, nya me dia. No can say.
God dia.
Yeah, God. Do what say na? My name is God dia.
God dia.
Dr. Fee, ni hu ni sam nyina nyu. O say ejem pacho. Na ta se wodu ba bi ni ese wonsa ensebi ne nkwa ko de be won pane. Onya ho. I my doctors for atnase maka no hada se menya hernia na minim maami no mami hu se me hernia Dr. Z. Oye no say you have hernia na enye yare bi a odi be di agro ehe o say surgery. Te no matnase na your topic no be surgery na surgical niema e be ye any BBL titiri amanfo dangers involved and a BBL na amanfo owu and so guys go so ye guys na ye wo ye nyomo be kasa abise so musam bebre na o ma betra se ne de o mo nya daja my part me dofo hernia no surgery se wo mu recovery enema bebre ye be ka bi e wo ha se ti unim enam bo bisa questions de wo mu tire mu bia ye be ma akwanya na mabisa na o mu so mayi ano e di aman me gidi se ne no ye be sua de pa na me bo a ye be du ne ma mentena se na ye ne o mo nya den en sha se e cha na ye den e du ba on besa asa Dr. Fee say obesa yen sha se fi wan ho Dr. Fee sha se o se mo be kasa de ama me Dr. Fee yen sha se straight ye na be definitions kakra so who can bro fa na me so me tete mu otwi mu
okay
so ye ka BBL ye baby say de me beg me ma o de BBL liposuction ni tamutak no difference wo mo
difference wo
na tete mu e se twi de o ya de kra
me akachi
oh ene yenko
say ni nyina ye fan say aesthetic procedures aesthetic
ni na bi kana aesthetic na
say cosmetic procedures so about plastic surgery ye wo reconstructive aspect oma ebi omo prepare ne ye omo ye
ebi obi kura tobi ana wa hwehwe ni sana mu ye nyina
ye na obi anya deformity bi na ye correct no ye bo na wa correct no eno wo ye reconstructive aspect ene ye wo cosmetic aspect no won yare we ye okay but ebi a hwenye wo pese ebi a wo tune your body kakra it is about liposuction and tamitak na any BBL there are different procedures you ka tamitak say bia obi wo ha na full so kakra e bia after childbirth and na say bia obi wo come way about still na full so kakra na we na fu na most of the fat na wom na outside the within the abdominal wall say enye inside but
I see you abdominal wall see
niyem no say say niyem ni nyina oyem no ye wo layers after our skin no ye wo fat extra dey bebre wo ho ene o bibi e friend no fascia e wo ho ansa na wo internal organs bebi a won su no ne wo liver ne o kidney nyina wo ho nti say wo fusu a ebetimi afri internal organs ne wo say fat sade na wo so ho no ene ye fe bibi momentum ni ade ebetimi afri ho ana say ebetimi afri wo abdominal wall no
ase ne wo wo skin ne so no
oh okay ene bi wo ho so a fascia na ye say hardboard I even say bia as a concrete bi e kata so na ma ne o ma ewom ni mpiemba say defect bi bama etimi ma ne o ma na ewo inside ne so pie ba nti onipa ko ni gina ho a eluki say ne fu aye kese
meti wase a fane say mafuni ni intestine tiri wo mu say ena wo se fascia bi wo eno no kata so say ansa na srade abeda me say so nyesa na wo pa kire oh okay
ansa na skin na
ansa na wo we de no skin no aba okay yento aso
Okay, into your cat tummy tuck now. Say one of the procedures are a reduces in our wafunity. At the same time, so say hernia beer and I say fascia no breach abama.
As a concrete na cano. Problem about
yet me tighten ye ni na kama. Obi wa wafu ha say no muscles too be wa ha. Ebi wa nyi sen a ema emu separate kakra. Te separate a nyoma wo inside netimi ebi a ogina ho a ase na epu aba nti wafu ye kese. And I say depending on say na be separate aba no ebi wa ha wo ye exercise den a ema nin ko
sani na e wo say eye na
nti obi sa no ye tummy tuck man. Tummy tuck no essentially ye bie we ye funu ye nko within the internal organs.
Say na me dey me higher example no mun ko intestines ho no. Say say na bia wo kan wa ye bie ho no enye ho a
above the fascia. Bibia e be bia above the fascia but it me tighten fascia no so e wo ho.
Say bie ho na ye mre
a ho ye mre ye man ye tight. Na fe excess skin ne fat no ye twa ni nyina egu nti ye be wie no na wo ye funu no aye flat and aye tight nso kama. And eba liposuction a ye wo efidie bia ye de twe fat no.
O se efidie na doctor ka twi. It's a machine, nya fidie a oge. Na no enye anya say ukunya bi na ye wo TV so ne social media.
No cannulas eno e connect ma efidie no. Nti aye say yi tiatia bia eno ye small holes na ye de sa cannula no afam ne atwe fat na ewo wo yefunu ana wachi ana bebi a ebetwe ni bia ti eno so ye twe a ye ne sa etimi ma wo yefunu ye fat especially say fat na ewo yefunu no na ejina mainly ewo strade layer na but say wo excess skin say na bi kan na ye twe fat ni wi a so benya excess skin full
skin be emre
and yes, I will BBL. BBL stands for Brazilian butt lift.
And Brazilian butt lift. So the butt they were chiha. Oh, okay.
It's a no sign. Yeah, trim fat in area. They are processed fat, no. Yeah, fat no baby. Na yeah, sign the asheshe auto.
Baby, I will pay.
And our baby, I will pay. Baby, will have it me the send no from maybe will have.
Matching ewo me fuhano. Maybe I mean fu ye na mu de asesem du for na enyare.
Most of the time enye bibia.
Who was a doctor? Sai committee hey. Na me so kra. Sai committee hey. Na ka match me fu no ohun. Na mu de ase ha. Sai ka me ka so mpendu na ko de ase ha. Ana mo de be se me hip ha.
Hip ana se oto yetimi eye ni nyina.
Eno ne BBL no. Na mo shape. Na no ma mo ye ni say.
Yamao anesthesia into
okay.
And I say what that na bi wo ha na say yetimi ye whilst you are awake.
Oh, okay.
And see either of them depending on the anesthetics ne hwe be boa. So what that na ye trifat ni wi a na ya processing and say wo side
efidie na wo kase mo wo no to chigu efidie ni mu
ye trifat na ye be sonne so ye be hyehyɛ na afei
mo sonne so hyehyɛ fat no
because enya ni nyina de wo betwe na enya ni nyina na wo use so eyeye
nti mo sonne so
ye sonne so na ye use to pure fat no na afei ye de ahye
baby a wo pɛ no pasa wo ha no
say bia wo hip dips na de ahye ho ana say bia wo feel say wo tu so wo pese ye kese a
na de to no mo de ahyehyɛ to ho na ai kama say nkofo ye pa o
nkofo ye
doctor ne mu hu ne ma wo yi ho Dr. Z Aba besi o Dr. C
yes
Dr. Cheche BBL no or say Brazilian butt lift
yes
wa try tummy tuck no say ye wo factor bi de mo tighten no na watwa na matwe na amas aye kama and also liposuction no in the liposuction na ye process na mo twi fat no yesa
yes
sa na opachi na sa de ye twi ne ye bi se baby effects anyone. I want you to take us through the dangers involved in things like this.
Surgery. Yes. My tree is not as good as
Sometimes
I will speak the tree. Sometimes it will sound funny.
Okay.
But sometimes I'll speak English. So procedures now all I mean, there's no surgery that is without complications.
Okay.
I mean, over here, even when you clip your fingernails, you can have some complications from that. But the most important thing is to do your surgery or your procedure with a qualified person in a recognized facility, where if there's anything that you are properly taken care of by the appropriate staff. So that's number one.
I mean, can you know
avoid,
BBL said you be anywhere problem in him. Ultimate crab more crama or more than quite me chow. It's say baby son, where said we dear, there will be some complications one way or the other. The Yana say qualified doctor and qualified facility and a baby only so had ye or hoje and I'm a boy.
Yes.
Na wa kohona ni o makoye adwuma. Se be ahube come when your results no.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean that's the first thing to do to avoid complications because some of the complications can be life-threatening. So I mean with all these surgeries that he has described, some of the common complications or things that can arise from these are maybe sometimes you could get an infection, which normally will be treated with either antibiotics or maybe if you need another surgery. Or sometimes after the liposuction, sometimes people develop what we call a seroma. That is maybe a process of liposuction. As I all describe layers.
Layers, no.
Yeah, surgery now, either the liposuction or the tummy tuck, we violate the layers. Yeah, separate layers,
okay.
You know, especially with the tummy tuck. Because for you to be able to pull down that skin
no.
You need to also separate it from the muscles underneath, so that you have what you have in your hand is the skin and the fat. So because of that, you know, space.
Skin after fracture
exactly. Fascia, after fascia, you have a space there, and the human body is created such a way that there's no empty space. Something will fill it. One year careful after the surgery, you don't compress adequately. Sometimes fluid can accumulate in that space, and you develop what we call a seroma or a hematoma if it's blood. But commonly it's just seroma. That's just a mixture of body fluid. Yes, please.
Opa say, send your doctor show me say liposuction or ye train strategy feel with the immune. Almost chase half strategy feel hona. Am a quine beda homeboa. Am a quine beda skin nase.
Yeah.
A quine so beda skin nase with dear no human body no. I was say baby fail. You see bet me have a tower now. Moja bet me have a tower. It was all compressed. No compressing. No patches. I say be over baby.
Yes. Normally after surgery, we put you in a garment. It's like a corset, or some people call it.
Yeah, I said you know me breno.
But it's a post-surgical garment. It's not the normal corsets that is in the market. Yes, these ones are very soft.
Yeah, compressive for day, like
yeah. So the compression, like I'm saying, the compression is to avoid these complications. Exactly. And also to maintain the shape after the surgery. And you know, the process of the wound healing, there's a lot of inflammation there's a lot of swelling, there's a lot of edema after the surgery. So the garment helps to reduce all that. It keeps the place tight, and it keeps you also comfortable, though she's saying that...
My surgery,
yes, so these are special post-surgical garments. They are not like the ones that are hard that we would wear normally if you didn't have surgery. They are pretty comfortable after.
Not I say garments, no, part I say surgical garments or garments. I say near over say anya baby say Andy you say and as a nika be and ha who said no your surgical ones are yeah you said you know over who oh so say inflammation
yes
ebe swaswa aha so atwa hunu bisa no say wo say wo sa compress even say bia oyem na wo be ye say wo hold na mansuo bi metata na de ntia wo ba ye na anya ye me kwa
exactly
na eduma mu ye bi
ye be wie no
aha
when you so better tell no so that when you so better tell na de na show dada because
ti mo ma ya ade te say say garment ni na say garment ni eti garment no mo ye surgery no ewie anipa ne da ho no na ma hye no dada
answer now be sorry from anesthesia no
na mo de ahye nipa no doctor Mr. Wo obia timi ye bi
obia betimi aye say usually omo be ye no obi obeba be ye no opese boosting his self esteem and his self confidence obi ho so e bia onye happy with the way and shape in it here it be ho cry it me man e depressed nti oba na ya oba first ya be assess o na anyway discuss
be assess o gina assess o no ami resmate me friend baba wo me no ya assess anambwa ya assess ye ho ani ba me nu ba ko mre odo enye obi a opese assessment bam ti se we o ba enimu sei no oba gina hama me aha doctor assess ni ehwe ya na
se oba kasa bia me pese
me chanzi the same stay o say backside enim ni we kama e chen kakra ho ba bia na fu eso kakra na check ma me na ehwe
it is bia oba kasa bia me hwa bia me fu so ana bia me no
no for doors
me no for doors maybe am pese me teso ana say bia me no fu so pese me ye ne kese ana me fu no eso me shata ya na ebom ana me timi shata ya da me ho aha nti oba ye no obi abeka ne problem ana obi how feel say me hips no me timi share trousers square tight because ya madwe me dream say obi a me hu ni bia hwe say me wo hip dips
and then some the multi hospital
nti
take assist once on the so na fu na bia ne nufu a ebe ndey
nti o say na fu na bia ye bebusa na ni goal the person or achieve
goal achievements we ni na bo
the person or achieve say bia me person me fu ye
flat
na fe de ye be exam ye be hwe se na ne fu ni
no wa run ho na mo retu hu ni say ya
oh there be say obe run na ya hwe but of course of course TV
oh now go do that not offer all
nti ye hwe sa e bia obi wo ha ye hwe no ye be ma we gina ho ne ya hwe se bia
o gina ho yi
ye be gina o hwe wo ss kina
se bia atoso
ha ana se e bia se ekwan bi dem a se te se hernia wo hernia ni bi wo ho a ana se bia first of all say ye be ye ninya ye be take you history se bia we ye why say all those things where are you also was sickle cell or diabetes or you be busani nyina
it's not just a metwase anya obi akeke do betimi aye surgery amukin because seven say what diabetes seven say you person wo ye pa baby na diabetes e be hypertension be munya ma no
diabetes you betimi aye but you be hwe say bibia ye okay ansa na aye
even when all diabetes or hypertension is na ma mu betimi aye
e betimi aye
e bi mu re na all diabetes and
so the diabetes, it has to be controlled.
Hence, I make sure say you control.
Obi a call hospital regularly.
Bibia you okay.
the sugar will form kakra. And it's the same with the hypertension. Of course, if your blood pressure is high, we are not going to operate because these are surgeries. They are not emergencies. So we will make sure that you are fit. So normally, you better moja, you better scan, you better BBI. Even sometimes we need to see your heart.
Your heart.
And how your blood clots.
Blood clots. It's not moja neda.
Yes. Because it's they are long surgeries. They are surgeries that you are under for quite some time. So we have to make sure that everything is okay. You are fine and you are fit.
Just stay or fit. Doctor, why
assessment? That's the ones who even determine you to be fit.
Assessment there were 2 types.
Sir, me go.
Where physical examination, say examine the body ashe.
Yes.
And we be examine see say bia otoko wom the funa ebuto so ye hwe na chia bia or falls when the chia and ye be hwe ni nyina
for that's na chia bu ato so a
ye be hwe ni nyina ewo ne body no ho nti ye wie ni nyina se na kan doctor kan surgeries na ewa nti na surgeries so there are possible complications but ye per se you avoid the complications as much as possible. If you access where we know, after you be a myriad of tests, you be test bebree. I should say BBL okay. Ni ase ama who anesthesia for omo ye operation omo ma wada. I should say BBL okay. Omo ma clearance and sana.
Ya mama go ahead, mama kwa.
Ya kwa yes say. Say na be ya nti ye de wo kwa ye nim say most likely BBL okay.
Let's have about so stay on kasai. Hi God ya. Nya Dr. Zidi Dr. Fee can surgical terms mwa. Sister, o dey so your na surgical. Say chemu kakra. Ese na surgical na me ko ho. Ese me ko ho. Akwa aba.
That's it.
Say my basa be na surgical. Family fam na surgical no family fam bi eko.
Na surgical no available to incorporate they don't want to go under the knife. Surgery. Surgery, no. Near mouth that option, no. And when it comes to non-surgical, no, we also do. It's also the same thing.
So be my body I fine.
But it's more mild and more natural, just like them natural looking results without going under the knife. And from your head to your toe. And the end, we take care of your skin. We take care of other body issues that you may have. For skin, no, we take care of your general skin condition.
Say, we person wrinkles,
wrinkles, and Botox, no, and no Botox, no. Botox never paralyze all muscle, no. So that because as our kasa will make expressions with him, no, na lines about him. The more I will make expressions, the more I will kasa, no. That's when lines bow in him. See, amount Botox na a paralyzing muscle, no, so that.
No, when I young,
young, na lines na ubedi 50, 60 never bano. Those lines, no.
You don't get
them anymore. And also, so aside giving you injections to paralyze your muscle, we also take care of your skin. We treat your skin, acne, hyperpigmentation. Dark circles around your eyes and also
skin no ayina moye no eno no moye duro na omomo na say injections.
Okay, so skin no it depends on nipano skin goals. Again, obi betimi aba or acne for the longest time. So before I met Swasokrano, yes, aesthetic medicine, no, it encompasses every doctor, mostly dermatologists, plastic surgeons, internists, dentists, even nurses, bitimiaye. So it's obi doctor be to me.
It's a say as a shop so be in Kofo and the luxury whatever was will be a bodina or what was happening and so be at me Diana. Spa.
I don't know, the name is Med Spa. A Med Spa, I didn't see na Nipanene medical person or say
or say wow kind also be even a nurse.
Yes, so the person has to have a medical background. Yes, it has to either be a doctor, and a doctor, and a dentist, a surgeon, a internist, a dermatologist, and a physician assistant, a science nurses, because nurses are qualified to give injections. But aside that, I don't know who else is qualified to be able to do injections, because all these medications now you use for all these procedures, they are prescription medications. So the person should be qualified enough to know how to manage the complications that arise.
Yes. Complication on a way na drew.
Okay, mostly na dry depending on your skin goals. In the end, say me dark skinned, but me dark skinned no me down me per se me
caramel kakra.
Yes, me light kakra. Now na catch me say light kakra. We have medications that we give you, and the medications that we give you, Becca say na medication any side effect, but medications na no. The main active ingredients na to brighten or lighten your skin no. That drug is an antioxidant. Because antioxidant, it kind of detoxifies your system. The side effects of no, according to research, they say it suppresses melanin production. Melanin is what gives you your skin color, the dark pigmentation, the dark color. Into the side effects of no, they say it suppresses melanin. No. Into you use no for the side effects. And aside that, you are getting the extra effects of it, detoxifying your liver, clearing your body of free radicals near there.
And bleach already, no.
Ebe lighting, but I don't say we support say in for in bleach your skin.
Because bleaching media no. Say with no. And a mouse am a
Yes.
Side effects, no.
Yes. So when it comes to a skin bleaching, and skin bleaching, and we use very harsh products, to lighten almost skin. There are people in Kofobi or also so bleach your skin, you will not even know say or may bleach your skin. And again, it all depends on nipano and what's nipanepe. Obi wo ho a ya wo no nipa tuntum nso pese obey nipa tuntum obi so wo ho a ye kokko pese oye nipa tuntum pese o hye na oye nipa tuntum because tuntum eye ne fe. But unfortunately no sankrofo no yentumi emom nye tuntum as compared to say na obetimi aye kokko no. But say opese eye wo wakuma so ade say opese o lighten or skin kakra and no I would advise say again
me ma ba ho na me pese me yesa utu nipa ne fo
me tufo say okay adenti na opese
o because danger say wo mu no enie
and e bim so obeka cho say of boosting self esteem of fele say ebio nipa kokwa ebe boano obi wo ha o ka they've made up their mind. But the good thing is nipa na bound chain. And you as the expert, you can guide them to have a better way of lightening the skin without having the side effects.
Skin in kwana way.
Aside taking care of the skin, so obi wo ho a oson, opese ofon, they will dry them out all under guidance. You reach your targeted goal.
Doctor ka say omuyi fat na e ma wo skin no sage.
Yes.
Na sage a nipa na nya surgery am wo kwan bi so amotimi ma eye kama.
Yeah. Etumi ma windro bi e ma ofa e ma efeme up your skin. But again, nothing beats surgery because it can firm up your skin, but it won't firm up your skin as much as surgery with me a firm up your skin.
No. So maybe say side effects.
Side effects, yeah. Most WOHO no. they are all prescription medications again. Inti say ebia what to say ebia me mabeka chere Dr. Z say oh me fa edro we a Dr. Fifi di ama me eboa ma me skin ye firm eboa ma me say it doesn't necessarily mean say or say Dr. Z so because she wants the same results as me or so no so say okay since God ya fa edro ABC a Dr. Fee doctor and trauma and interest or so no so far it doesn't work like that. I will say Dr. Z so call now we need assessments, we need consultation and see if those medications are actually right for her and given in the right doses, because if it's not taken in the right doses, that's when complications
Dr. Fifi, sister say oban and chenya or kind of dangers involved. Dangers sleep one or can a be saying the dangers involved in inside the way there. Who the as a doctor they own him. What are some of the dangers involved?
With regards to liposuction and your procedures now, okay. It is for all these procedures, no, there are many dangers that could potentially happen.
Okay.
The first, they say, under anesthesia. The anesthesia and also one the complications. Anesthesia, say obeda and I say unfeel pain, no. No, a bit me from the complications of anesthesia. From complications of anesthesia. Intina, as a qualified person, who soon a bear, you best show which the man has a wunny, wunny way, or airway, okay, BBI, okay, your mouth would die, okay.
I don't think I'm for who know.
Oh, and no could be parts, but and yet,
didn't I'm for who.
Say, me,
what's on the uncle? The dangers involved, no.
Secondly, say liposuction now. Say now Dr. Z can obey me any infection. By infection and said I big dose. I bet me I'm on do. I bet me address wound. Am I okay? Say fat transfer na BBL now. Say transfer fat that's a hono. And there's one potential risk I friend no fat embolism. And no say 2 hours bet me
fat embolism near day.
Say instead say be injected fat no to the
okay,
right.
So we check fat now.
To the right layer no a call moja ma or blood vessels ma. I bet me I call or lungs man within a few seconds. I bet me a kum.
Now what's there? Sir committee. Naga bude sheshe me ha. Now we just sheshe me ha na mami. Na layer no say layer no muhu layer no. You don't see it.
But because we are trained in it.
Because you are trained,
if I'm in the wrong layer or the wrong plane, you will know.
As a doctor?
Yes. Not just as any doctor,
surgeon,
yes. But as a plastic surgeon who does these procedures, you will know from the training. And doctor, if you are going deeper, you also know there's a feel, the way that the tissues feel when you are in the right plane and when you are in the wrong plane, how it feels. Normally, like he said earlier, we are normally quite superficial. We are not that deep. So with the buttocks, they have some major blood vessels that are a little deeper. Yes, in the transfer.
Buttocks. Let's go, buttocks.
The butts. Yes. So if by mistake, when you because when you put the fat back in, the same kind of instrument that we used to suck the fat, what we used to put it back in is similar, just that it's a little bit slimmer. So in putting it back in, you could inject it into a blood vessel. And that's when the fat gets into the blood vessel. That's very, very dangerous. Yes. I would say that that's the most dangerous complication of having a BBL.
It's Mommy
really? Doctor, we. What don't work or kind of bluff across some who I am more. Doctor, or what I say, fat layers was a one when you so can say a mobile war a knee. It is a knee, that's a cover be different now.
So that's why we always emphasize that you go to the right person.
The right person.
Maybe. Yeah, doctor. I want the dangers involved.
Danger where I can when you are doing the BBL, it is okay liposuction. It doesn't mean say you get that. We are liposuction, we are just pulling out the fat. Okay,
it's a difference, no?
Yes. Complication.
Tummy tuck, chrono, yeah. Liposuction, the more you fat, no keke.
Yes.
It's a bit you fat, not to a woman.
Exactly, yeah.
Me who song.
Yes.
At
the same time, you cannot have a BBL without liposuction. Because the fat must come from somewhere.
It's more you fat.
You understand?
And then lipo no, lipo ye fat na few. Say no, but some dey share baby awo Kenya, na say danger bi e ko blood dey dey.
And na ye ka say sa danger no wom say u pushi call wrong plane o de ko good blood vessel ma and na betumi ekun. And say no ye one. Na no the good blood vessel no ma there's no way out me e fuel.
There is.
Pushi I call that. But there were antidotes be WOHO. I say it's a qualified person which rarely happens. Say ebesi. Yeah, na me adom yeah say practice yeah nya sa complication ni be that. But documented complications to me happen. Say mission so I were ndro bi wo ha I say to me dey ma quickly betimi reverse the impact of that complication.
They say, "Madam, who say, na question wrong place oh. You as a doctor no be who.
You know
from the anesthesia monitors near this issue. So you share readings near then you share the way I even breathe in air corner. You bet me who say no, maybe this problem is arising. And a bit after the procedure no. The way you are responding, you bet me. Into complications, where one. There's another one. Your friend no, pulmonary embolism. And no, say, and when you related to this procedure, but obia where you are receive one can count home baby now. What that baby for kocha? Moja timijina onaim. Moja timida wo onaim.
Why are they never saw nay? Maybe I the pain and I be told that
what channel movie. And yet, or mom be a procedure we go how when you stroke and obi how you no the whole now on your active because they be our Nancy our active no na or muscles near pump blood in and out. Into we inactive moja timi clot to veins in him. The moja clot to veins him na say oh sorry say oh nanti na say moja no a foul veins na mu call or lungs ma and also dangerous complication a bit me
a coon.
Inti na say obey our procedure we are ye share say bia how blood clot in bibia and afi ye we are your mouth stockings a bit me prevented that now we so I
prevented say ubenya you know
moja
that na okay
and now we so encourage you say obenante and obey active say na be ya sa moja no
ade na ye we are no obenante
yes
that's way
because one year what the whole now one year active na moja da wo na mu na ekwa and it can happen nti complications na ya can when the most serious complications are involve a bit me ekum but e bi wo hot say bia the fat no ekogu wo and outside na say infected
fat no infected
fat no infected
that's also the good infidie bi mu aso no so ansa na dey na infected
there's a possibility especially say one ko bi a obe handle ni ye na say fat ni infected and then ebi how to me hu ebi how about social media say obi akoye BBL so na insufin bi bebre bi fi ne to ba na den say fat na e di go ho na infected but say the wenya pompo apai sa
that's how it comes out
bed danesa na afede e basa
na no basa mu kwan bi eni we betimi asie no kwan
sa na ye bema ndo e bi wa e besan do akoti akọ washe enya sa e wo ho che betimi aha eno so betimi
eku nipa no
because e ma wo ebema wo nya ye friend say sepsis ama betimi eku
o kan wo say fat no eye affected etimi pai te say pompo bi na adade no say ya say na social media say BBL no sebi ne mebon
say infected and I say fat na with the go on infected
no
and the it said the BBL po nti ebe bon
eye fat no pro a ene ma ne bon no na etimi wo nipa no shape ni wo ho so na de ne bon no de na mo
de be no se eye sa ebe ba
na eka sa ebe pai te se ne pompon
na eba na be ma ho aye hyehyehye wo be feel sick te se de bia wenya malaria wenya fever
na ho aye hyehyehye
ebe ma wa ayare ti eno sa no de se
ye
dwe ni nyina ma ni epie ba na ebi mu so ka se ebon because say woye wi a ebi omuntimi woye wi a untimi enware immediately nti ebi no na ebe
but hygiene how obe so so
you but so when good nurse or be nurse we be prepare ho ya then you shouldn't have that problem
na say e pai no esi dey na pai a because me pese me hu ana mu pese mo we hu ene question bi e
no na o can say ebeye infected a
eno atimi pai
you see the Sradenu is it's a little bit liquid.
I say
what we
I say na match na ebeye to say
yes, a little bit. I mean it's thicker than that, but it's a little bit liquid. So it's in that space. So once you have an infection, it becomes like I can say a pompo. And you know that the pompo is it's fluid filled. There's water in there.
Yeah.
So that's what it forms. And then eventually, after the pompo there, you know, if you have a pompo there, eventually a hole that will rupture so that it can come out. So that's where yes. But sometimes too, they are not necessarily infection. You can also get a cyst, what they call the oil cyst, because from Sradenu, maybe if some part is too liquid or too watery, like cooking oil, that kind of consistency. And also, bet me, appear basa, but normally I know the any scent.
We are on a got darkness way.
And it's a component, a question infected, and what to me by a bit of honso. Tina na medical ema o yare oho be ye hyehyehye eho be ye more painful so do sakakra na aye wo ya enti sa na oba o call hospital no ye hwa obo hu say aye infected o ha je say ye koyi omukọ kwai free ho but ni nyina no say one call first of one call
baby papa
na ye wo risk of getting this no ekosro tummy tack no say mitimi ya tummy car na mesan wo biom ana wutimi ye san wo biom
oh so why tummy tack wa san wo
kroni wu a obetimi a
take how long na kroni be wan san metimi a wo biom
usually within maybe 4 to 6 weeks kroni ewu
be 1 month wutimi san nyem san
wutimi san nyem just say ye tummy tack na usually I advise say enkofo onwu wi ansa na o maye because o say wo no wo fu no expand na
o say fracture number
fascia
no na ebie
bi wo ha timi bie ne wo no wo fu expand uwi a na asen atwetwe wo ma onya stretch marks na nti say wo wi na ye twini na twetwe ka ya clean nyina but say ye ma we wi na pese onyinsen obetimi asen anyinsen and stop e wonyinsen because na me kan no ye nko baby a we internal organs
ne wo na ye ni na mo wo
and I say body no skin so the way etie no even though I am tight no so what shall I say wonyinsen a wo fu nye kese prekope e be call gradually nti e call gradually
it's enya kakraka so na first na ka be ye no
make pregnancy no say wo fu nye kese prekope nti once a pregnancy na eguo no na wo body no so adjusting nti wo betimi awo kama ena je wo kan se chanti ye ma wi a wo bisa se bia ye ma wi a betimi asen aye kese ebio so usually say ye tack ne ma wo ne ye wi a ebetimi asen aye kese ebio but enko to say the way a net here no it all depends on your lifestyle ne the way a whatever and ye liposuction na ye twe fat no they reduce the number of fat cells. It's even though fat na wo ho na no abetimi anyi aye kese enye kese te say
first no
sinana first
e mema betimi ayi
e mema nso timi ye
e mema ya tummy tack no ebusia mo be bisa call sign yo adobi abisa doctor wa ha
Okay, dog. Pachon, pesa me bisa say. So we a BBL now. How long does it take? Answer was sorry. Because the tete say yes that flat or your phone. So it mean to now what so net account. And to be take you how long answer no. And is there any way I may pesa me I may your phone etching. I mean go through 9th and I say
surgery. And I was say cast na surgery. Ti ebe also me ba doctor answer first one we. Yeah, the sudden say
usually we advise say unfa pressure and to so. Say what na say no for long.
Come in try say it. Come in say.
Because all the pressure to so a betimi a distort the arrangement.
Betimi doctor, it is say ano. Oye ma bibia. E bia dia sisa ha na eto na base no. Maintenance say imagine how.
Until yeah, what's nice cry foam special foam beer. What's nice ya Emma pressure and
center foam say.
And we hollow foam. What's nice Emma pressure and bet 2 baby idea to no. Usually advise say o mo beda o mo fuso. Nti obi wo ha story bia obi koye nze bi mu enim say it me bi wo Ghana. Obi koye wo outside. So we go outside nearby plane take you off this what da ne ho hagi sit na ko say wo say abete say abelande answer but usually because what na say a chair affect the arrangement it me distort and it me ma propensity for infection near there kind and so yeah
no ma infected da o ka say be pai ne ade no
oh yeah baby ayare no for be about 3 weeks 3 to 4 weeks on far pressure to so nti won't obesna se kwa just short period today ebia ye we are of course to move from hospital to fear no obetna ka mo na akọ but short
time
but who fear won't na se na yet na no nka oh you rather lie and I obey na ho
Nancy said no bisa say
also you avoid hard surface.
So say bibi say dey.
So let's not be so crowd the foam better so na.
But they also have special what we call the BBL pillows. You can put. But we also teach you how to sit a bit. You sit more on the back of the hips. On the thighs.
This are not
on the buttocks.
Say not to say.
But what's not
I told the person about stress.
Yes.
Now what to say? Nanya, say
you have to protect your investment.
So invest.
Na sister ni bisa say me fuso ba me pesa me call me ya lipo session wa ani tummy tuck na ade ni ti no. Say na surgical no.
Nti no there are so many options in draw WOHO. Infusions, cry or
infusions are about panier.
And it said drip. A wow, amawa,
or funachi,
and a panier so or you bet to me the hour, why bit me up wow, I'm watching. But all these non-surgical things, a mouth channel, it works with diet and exercise. It works with diet and exercise. The sure way they say so medications no why be suppress appetite. Inti undidi sesena usually udidi.
Add me Ghana person no koto do wa ntimi mi o.
Appetite so akwenti e na me inti no eduro ne be boa ma undidi bebre inti undidi bebre no the least form of exercise how be ye na mouse so etse but again mouth that sotie na
obey o training kakra count now I have fine
exercise no can you gidi gym e be have brisk walking
cry because you are not even eating much it's not gym now also metals some light jogging brisk walking it can make you lose weight
and me fa e be wo hon so obi wo ha oba osopa opese obeye ne food in order to get a very good result no e be wo ha yetimika say obi a yema on was happen any before e be about 3 months and 6 months na embo ama also until to some degrees and we are results now open ebe nicer than say ebe you say na what here na.
What you say?
My body. Me pesa me so only the tummy. And see diet and exercise no. Won't it affect my body nana?
Say be mouse o body no.
General weight. Oh, we have injections that are tailored just for specific parts. In Tibia, wabasa peneson, o pesa wabasa fonwa. Yebewo injections to the fats. Na bene fats ne wo wabasa muno. Ebia ojo, o chin. Emuyedu, o pese o slimy. Yebewo injections to fats ne WOHO. No funo. Yebewo panie. Ebema fats. Inti panie na ye wono. Yewo into o fat cells no. To shrink the fat cells and then make you lose weight. Yes. Inti it's targeted fat injections. Inti as I said, obiane ni goals. Instead na wo pe we fupe no. Wo ba pe we fupe ne be ya ba.
Me do for yan kasa.
Pacho me das me question ni tummy tag no. On so say obetwe skin no. Inti what twin skin na yen fruma na wo ho no umbilical yen fruma no. Yen fruma na wo no. Se mo twea mo overlap anase fruma no mo create bibia anase e wo ho saa. Don pacho what you say. And my second question here. BBL no. Se wo ye wi a me person me bisa say apart from exercise no bibi ba utumi was high surgery ni biem and answer exercise na dey maintain because mate say wo ye surgery ba ko enye no a bi won ma be your exercise mo dey by still na binum sign ko under it again because bia na asesa intim patch on person me bisa sa question no me that's
okay they are very good questions intim first no tummy tuck you do baby a full man most tummy tucks no most of the skin I wore were full man as in echo.
I know your waist.
Waist you try to go. Into you do baby we full man where you travel home. Like round into your tree na for the action ya creative hole mama.
What's that creative yo?
Obi o hon so e bia na na full man obi hon so bi o ha na full man so ana Hernia bi o ho nti bi o ha ye ne sai nye ye nti ye create new one ma.
No more you Hernia na free ho.
Ye free o na ye new afunu ma ebetimi aye. And o second question no say ye BBL ne ma we are the fat na ye di begu ho no say bia ye de 1 liter of fat egu ho and na bia 500
mo
ml
measure fat no
ye measure fat
tina say 1 liter wa ha 1 liter wa na ye pepepe say bia ye nsia yo mu boduma
it is ye de 1 liter na begu ho about bia 70% maybe 60 to 70% na be stay
I be ko
It be naturally the body will absorb some. Until about 60 to 70%. Usually the true results come after maybe about 6 weeks. That's when you see that. Until we are a so better kakra, but depending on obiane the way I respond. Even though I have one kasa body cells no, more will be absorbed. They be also just about 20% will be absorbed. They will still get. It usually overfill it because you say. So better.
Na nye overfilling na ma e wrong place e ma infection bi ane ade be ya na nye
nim say na no.
Munim adwuma.
But you know the end point when it's filled and you cannot add more.
Wow, who sade no ayema.
And you go after say a settle no obi ha bia na still per se ye kese more nti na call for second round but any rule say we ye say call for second round.
Doctor,
it's possible.
Send na sister no obi o ka say 1 liter bi sha ha na 1 liter bi sha but 70% etimi stay e bitimi ekọ no mama mi say o ye BBL na ahun BBL na after a year or two o koye refill na anane e bitimi ekoye refill and nani ananti no mo ye refill na
so that make can BBL no I think yeah most of the time there wow body fat I dey baby or how you fillers are there fillers no emphasis artificial substance and containing hyaluronic acid there. No, what the go a call after maybe 6 months to a year.
Na a call.
The end wow body fat na de fele no. Ye pania ye de
wo no. Anti ti the pania wo ma wo to no huhuru.
Pania bi wo ha etimi de wo ma wo to huhuru eno bi wo ho. But I know ye temporal. I know ye
1 year na asanche.
Yi bi a wo body no absorbing in kakran after about a year no. Ebe absorb it. It say, but say the wow body fat no say ya twen body fat.
If you hand ye de hwe a.
Say na make an ye the go hwa say bia the 1 liter na be go a. Ebia the body will absorb maybe just about 20 to 30%. Ebe absorb na about 70% stay. It a new stay a permanent and no so science. The be stay after be 6 weeks no. Permanent so science. But say bia say na mdi kan ebia ufili say still say kese mo
and yes na wo pen no go na wo kan achievement no enu ha ye yes an refill
ubetimi asa akoye bio aye bio but say we used to fill us there and they usually after 6 months to a year no ebe ni nyina abeko ubeko back to zero na this all sign koye and think that usually say open more permanent yeah advice say what they want us fat be
it wow fat no de o de hye ho de a ni ebe ka no na aka wo na ye na to we se na tra ba files na ma nipa ne sa akoye refill ni biem na je se nipa no wan fa ne fat anya BBL no
say okowo panie na
yes, but having said that, it's possible that someone can have the fat over like over put back or over injected to have an unnatural look. That's why some people go back to take it out after. I mean, maybe what they thought was their goal and they wanted their body to be yes. Now the thing has been done for you, but as you come, I see that everybody is So these people sometimes come back and have it reduced.
Normally,
or
taken out. Lipo section,
to suck it back
out.
Yes.
Ebusia, and then ye tinsem. Ye lipo, ni section, ni BBL, ni Hernia bebre wa say. Me need adwa pounds. Better mate masumbi. Ma child say no, but modi ana child pen no book na yensua ade aye bebre wo krom na BBL ni kuyen na BBL na tummy tag na liposuction ye kasa bebre and then no Dr. Fee wa ha Dr. Z na Dr. Godia e wa ha say ya yensua ade papa me say me first encounter me share Dr. Shumaka Dr. Z ohun mi ano si eje you have hernia in fact me sray because hernia dear me ni me hernia no e mema na ye nim say omuwo saa you know so kan me nim saa na the doctor but it's for hernia so I say no look at your belly you have hernia and I say what shows I say oh if you don't mind let me check sana na your friend sister ya na your person you checking no appearance in ja or share me body no then say so me fruma no see look you see the hernia is there. Your hernia is big, oh, and I'm saying, hey, doctor. In fact, mommy, you must say me. Let me be the doctor, and they say, I hernia, I want no. Children, mommy, and I also know. Unfortunately, who hernia? Say a bemo, so your bow, say a corral. The only solution is surgery. In fact, Okasa, na pay my Ikaka say, who hernia chrono. This surgery, why? Oh, see, why you haven't heard of that? I said, I don't even know. I have hernia. I mean, that's not even the reason why I knew yes, yeah. In fact, not a heading. But my me and a Dr. Fee, a share me, and my baby a quarter, and maybe sano. So she me no. Why I say a share and no wow. Oh, sorry. Dr. Z.
Oh, I mean, it was quite an interesting encounter, but like she said, after the examination, we realized that she had a hernia, and we planned for surgery for her. So at surgery, I mean, she went through
the process,
all the process that we've talked about.
Me need diabetes,
today.
me need hypertension.
Yes.
Na me need na hernia dear.
So at surgery, we went to fix the hernia for her, but we also realized that the muscle separation. So her hernia was through the fruma. The
umbilical cord, no,
the umbilical cord. Out in the center. But these hernias can be anywhere along the abdominal wall. Some are up above the belly button, some are below the belly button. Some come in the groin.
Groin is ready.
That's no. What the men have commonly. Like and can descend into the balls. Or in the women it can descend into the vulva area. That's area. So that's normally the hernia. But for hers was the umbilical. But on table, we also realized that she had what we call the muscle separation. As Fifi explained earlier, that the fascia overlying the muscle, normally that's what keeps the muscle tight. It was widely spaced, very widely spaced. So it was, yes. So we also had to fix that in addition to the hernia. So
that was Momo say mom. Momo say my because me sorry no. Omo try me say me cord no at na che say e fix it pim pam ye nyenye easy na me kwa.
Yeah.
Na ye hu kakra o.
Ye kakra.
Na ye hu pa. Ebusia na me o say fracture na. Fascia no na emu abai.
Emu abai pa. Na esro honom ni nyina na ayemre.
Se ma wo miensa ho. Awon nti a ho.
Yes, eni su ka ho bi. Eni su ka ho ema ewe no. Hernia no eye worse. And also the separation, it also brings the separation. But I mean, whilst we are talking about hernia, it's also important to know that the hernia, if not timely fixed, it can also kill you in a way, because sometimes intestines, they can get trapped in the like in her case it was the belly button, the frumano. The intestines can get trapped there and they cannot go back into the
maybe I say go back
yes the blood supply moja na e was na a chiche, and then once the intestines die, then I mean this can cause serious problems.
I know
that could progress to that. But for her, what we did, because of the muscle separation and the loose skin and the hernia, we had to make it all into a tummy tuck that she eventually we had to do for her, because I mean there was no sense in just fixing that huge hernia and leaving that wide space open like that. So that's how come it ended up in a. If that was not the intention, that's how come it ended up like that.
Me see many omo ye hernia o hwan ya. Bishop me fuya e flat o. And I catch a doctor, fees a doctor. Was yes. And the doctor, I want Fabian Shamia, so you're not serious. You are dying, you are telling us, doesn't count this shaka. Oh, see, it's the show. They say a higher flat seat, they say 40 be anyhow.
Oh, yeah, Benyabi.
It's a busia and no nama a han on. Oh, my hanina ko mumu se mo mama ya bi. Me sorry and almost try me say Yankopon age me pa for mo so age me pa be say. Na fat no tokro no. Hernia o se tokro nya sa na esun. Ti na ehu but ese e kakana ha no.
I
can't answer. As a Dr. Z, and I'm a boy. Ese yena. It is ano. Obi betimi aye hernia no na tummy tuck na abem.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We've done a lot of those ones combined
Okay.
Like that, yes.
No more no more yen sad ya mom.
Yes.
Dr. Z, woman me final words near sorry. Dr. Fee. Mama final words.
Okay, see, make I say, most of these procedures, usually, you're here to boost our confidence. So we're here to boost your confidence. And so say we will free man now when you complications be even more hidden. A frame. Inti, who he has to call the right person, we call the qualified person when we are now. Inti when you pack oko obia or plastic surgeon na, Ghana high endorse. But oko the right person who are plastic surgeon, obeti me abo ama. What make sure say some procedures you bet me in a safe manner ube found ube coffee alive when you
found I said my baby on idea moya bibi la mo machine every day na say be hu he say me person me ba ho na babies I make hu doctor
me University of Ghana Medical Center.
Yes.
Wo bodwuma o
will
shepi. Dr. Z, Mama last words. Dr. Z, what's this?
Oh, as Dr. Fifi Eka, the most important thing, and you can say, answer now, obey our procedures. Now, was also we will research
about.
And yes, sir, Ubeka say, oh, but you say, now feel say, hey, where the number from pa na. You need to do your research well and go to the right person to get the right results, because there's no point in doing these surgeries and coming out or not coming out at all. Yes. So those are my last.
I say Ushimu say Dr. Z be boamia. Akaba ko kasamido.
Nkofo baby omunim say Ghana ha yetimi ye sa procedures bi Accra say ye bi wo ye ho ye bi University of Ghana Medical Center Kolebu ombetimi ayama okokuma sen so a omo ye bi wo ho confirmatory na hope exchange ombetimi aye bi ama nti hu hia say obetu kwan akọ aba e bi wo ho a me omo tu kwan kọ
maybe na sim play to omo tweet yet
omo complications ya ho na mo sign ba nti yebetimi aya ma wa ha ebi wo hokra ebi wo ha omo tukwan akoye bia ya harvest omo organs da say bia say ya wada obesore na you kidney ba ko ahun
eno de ebi ton ko organs
obekwa outside obeka to say o meya ma fofofo obekwa ba no na bia wa ye bibia ma but na bia when you ba bounce say bia ya you kidney ba ko akotole na ache untimi nsan ko back nti Ghana hanyame adom yetimi ebi uko baby a hospital bi a omo plastic surgeon wo ho mbetimi aboa ama wetimi ayebi
yo medofo God dia yankwa say we see across na mmenu de ne do bo yankwa ma me
yes no omo kan no safety first, because at the end of the day your safety is more important than any other thing. Inti qualified people, make sure say yes any financial lab coat our betina ho e catch us say betimi ye we na nche say obetimi aye. You are allowed to ask for nipani qualifications.
To go be a doctor qualification.
Yes, you are allowed to.
Say can be one Anita qualification then.
Say if your mom mention can say me God I'll say we non-surgical procedures then it say
and say who all right so baby sir.
You are allowed because mention. It's also Obisa say, are you actually qualified to do this? Because enye obia no betimi aka say oh ye ebi a doctor bi obetimi aka to so a surgeon. So no nche say obetimi aye Lipo na BBL ama. That's the same way a doctor ebetimi aka to so okay me a doctor but no nche so obetimi awo botox and obetimi aye fillers ama. And so also Obisa say, where did you get your training from? Oshena wo research na wo say ni training no.
That's how no me say I mean by so then I me who qualification so me who say ampa.
Oh say e bia me dey actual say o me training wo ha no. Sisi ade obi a wo internet. Ana uko Google na utro e bia me see me training wo confirmatory na ukotro confirmatory na obisa doctor bi wo confirmatory say unim Dr. Z no ka say minti ni din da. That should.
Now I don't know. Be so cool. University of One when
That should start raising red flags. And as I say, I've trained with ABC,
Medical
and I'm
dental council.
medical. And every doctor or Ghana have they gazette ye dinner at the end of the year. Into to me Google doctor
It's public.
It's
not,
public.
Medical and dental
Yeah,
council.
yeah.
and to search it. Now who's
Who
a doctor?
and then
The
qualification.
qualification.
Everyone.
It's a man. I just say, oh, you're qualified.
Oh, maybe.
If you're on
it's not
the
in good
qualification,
standing yet. With it can be.
So
but-
when you know, then some me from him come could be because the way I must see say, adie who ni adi.
So that's why she was saying, say your research is very important. Because if you are already say one person be surgery, person is non-surgical, na nipa na catch also to me, na okoshen to me, then you just move on to the next person. Osha, why the qualifications, yeah.
I was say oh sheshe obia or yes certified. Na no me na me zaman go for bebre. Ai obi bisa me na ja. My also prove you certified or qualified. And ko bebia keke and fa won kwa eni agrafe body ni na ye kama na da we na wan sorry biem on and no ebe ma no aha dwene bebi because ya titi bi say D&D amanfo timi kokko ye tuoi goyi na wan sorry biem yen sorry so na yemisa question ba kwansa we okay mati bibi ase.
Hey, take one question from a guy. I saw a guy.
One question no doctor so be one question from a guy.
I saw a guy's hand up.
And me man am pet to no. Young boy.
Doctor, me ba cho sometimes edding. Me person me who didn't edding no. O me like.
Unu sa ko ka bi edding on. Ade na edding. Say bia nipa no e twam a, unu se we bia enwo so. Aha.
Okay.
We first. Inflammation process no. Headache kaka, but a settle soft.
It's substance. Yeah.
But nipa na de na settle and so na do enwo so. Oh, Africa,
no, then maybe it's not fat.
And there be a fat. No, they go maybe acquire before.
And nipa na the body the two den, I don't go and the two den.
But usually so we next settle after 3 to 6 months.
Who go so be more? Who go so be more?
Who say your life?
And now who be na heading?
My cousin na ye.
Imagine your cousin watching this.
You know, like minini was
Na go so more.
Inti mi so mo am bisa ni sa de na ne die no. Edding sa.
Na bisa sa na de na heading.
Bisa no ba.
Why the dada? But so na heading.
Yeah, edding.
Doctor. And on skin there, do so one ready heading.
It's not fat.
Maybe I never fat no more do. Maybe I more the panny any being a good man now more the baby.
Hey.
But
What say? I say be fat from the show. Omo the near maybe na yeah.
It's possible. Silicone is also there.
It is silicone also to me the air man the heading. Na silicone
is soft. Silicone is soft.
Silicone no hard pie.
No. The silicone can be used in addition to the fillers and the fat. So silicone is like the breast implants. They are specifically designed for buttocks. It's also available.
Then no silicone no yeah, no so me natural so na wo kana.
If you get the right mold, of course, there are different shapes, sizes, and weights. So if you pick the right size for your goal, then you can have it, yes. It will look natural for you, but silicone can also be used. Yeah.
Hey. Odo Mary, say you on. And tell us unia no or the silicone. Ayo, me did say doctor. What was I coming beyond? Me did say doctor. Doctor see you mun semi na ano o ma kire baby o mo wo o se ko baby papa no mo show in fact mama me akonya na me nda University of Ghana Medical Center for ase the nurses, the doctors, it feels like home na me shram any anopa doctor ba be hero ewia enumre awomache doctor say you feel pampered. Now, what feel? Say, not the best amount. I say, my doctor, Philihan, aha, na ye kama. Ebusia, aha, any idea come on A, B, C. Be chame o kakra bia ba. Ni aka no, ya de bet so aso. Oni a show time.